Hi, welcome to Allie's Artisan Alcove. This is where your favorite artists perform and new artists perform. I'm your host, Allie, and the artist performing tonight is hilarious. Her name is Jaclyn Passaro. I said that right, right?
Yes.
Yay! And she is a comic, and she's hilarious. You guys have heard me talk about her. I don't know how many times. I'm sure you're sick of me by now. She's based in LA, right?
Yes, I am based in LA.
And how old are you, Jaclyn?
I'm 28.
28. My God. Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I've got her on video, and I haven't figured out how to record video, so one of you guys are going to help me out. She's beautiful, and she does not look like she's 28 years old. Anyway, now, you mostly do one-liners.
I do mostly one-liners, yes.
You are on YouTube, so I urge everybody to go to YouTube and watch your YouTube videos, because that's how I found you. And you've contributed content to Long Awkward Pause and Stars, and the Thought Catalog. And you have, you produce your own shows, and you have a big show coming up. Why don't you tell everybody about that one?
Yeah, I do produce my own shows here in LA, and I have one coming up June 28th at the Comedy Central stage. I'm really excited. So far, there's 86 tickets that have been downloaded. So that's really cool. Hopefully, maybe maybe the stage will sell out.
That would be cool. I love watching that show. And so when is it going to air?
Oh, it's not something it's just the actual stage. It's not going to be aired on TV, but they will film it so I can put it on the internet.
Okay.
I can put my bit for sure on the internet.
Okay, cool. That would be cool. Yeah, we have Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. That's where the hell I live. They have a big comedy festival. I can't even remember what month it is, but it's really cool. And
major festival is in Canada.
Yeah,
the last festival,
and it's hilarious. So much fun. Okay, so what else? What else can I ask you? How long have you been doing comedy?
2 years.
Just 2 years, and you're that good? That's pretty awesome. So, okay, I have a question. I've always wanted to ask this. If you're doing a bit, a show, and you get no laughter, how do you just ignore it and keep going?
I personally keep going. I just take it. Other comics sometimes will comment on the fact that they're not getting laughs. Sometimes if it's so, for example, older people seem to like comedy that's more animated and more charactery. So if I notice that I'm bombing in front of them, then I will go into acting like my mother. I have a bit where it's like conversations between me and my mother and I. So that usually works, but I don't really comment. I just take it. I don't know. I don't feel the need to say, some comics would be well, that joke worked last night, and it's but it's not last night, it's a different crowd.
Yeah, I've actually heard some comics do that, and I'm thinking, hey, just go, keep going. Why point out that nobody just laughed at your joke? Anyways, so are you Italian?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I could tell by the last name and by the way you look. And everybody, I'm gonna have her picture up on the site so everybody will be able to see her. And you have a website?
I have a blog that I post my shows, and I just post random things. It's snarkyburnett.com, and I post my podcast there too.
Okay, so I'll put that up on the website so people go and check that out. That'd be kind of cool to watch. Now, when did you decide that you wanted to be a comic? Did people tell you your whole life that you were funny, or you just decided this is what I'm going to do?
So as a kid, I always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I used to want to be an actress. I took acting classes as a kid, but, I figured out, later on that, people told me that I was funny. They told me later on that, you're funny, you should try stand-up. And I was really, really nervous to do it. But I took a class, just to learn, joke structure, and it really helped a lot because people wonder why they're bombing, and it's usually because their jokes just don't have good structure. I think that's why comics bomb a lot in the beginning.
Oh, okay. So I didn't even know they had classes for that, but it makes sense. I mean, they have singing classes and acting classes, so why not comedy? So do you have a favorite comic?
I like for a male, I like Anthony Jeselnik. I'm really inspired by him. He also does mostly one-liners. He's dark as well, but I'm not as mean. I think he's definitely meaner than me. And then I like Sarah Silverman too.
Yeah, I absolutely love Sarah Silverman. She's got the straight face down perfectly. Because she can say all these jokes and she's not laughing or nothing changes. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, I love her. I know, I can't remember his name. He won the last comic standing like years ago. Oh God. But I actually went and watched him when we had a comedy. Actually, we do still have Rumours Comedy Club. And I went and watched him before he even went on to the last comic standing. And he was just phenomenal. I'm not going to remember his name till probably after we say goodbye. Or at 4:00 in the morning. I don't know. Okay, so I've been telling everybody that you're going to do some comedy. And I requested the Barbies, the Barbie one, because I watched that. Oh my God, did I laugh. I laughed. I know I'm going to tell everybody, like, okay, so the majority of the people that watch my show are older. So I'm not going to put a parental advisory on here. I swear. I've had some rock stars come on and drop the F-bomb here and there, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm not going to put a parental advisory on here. I mean, you're a comic. I mean, people should know that a lot of comics, swear during their bits. So I know you do with the Barbies. So I'm going to just say now, if you don't want to hear swear words, turn this off. She's just really funny. You're the first comedian I've had on here. I've been trying and trying and trying and trying, and you're my first.
Oh.
No pressure, right? Like, none at all. Okay, so she's going to do about a 5-minute comedy routine, and then we're going to talk a little bit, and then she's hopefully going to come by again. Like, Jaclyn, the door's always open. Anything new happens, you get new material, anything you want me to... I have odds and ends on my website, and it's if you have a new YouTube video or after the Comedy Central that you tape or whatever, and you want to advertise it, just send me a message via Twitter, and I will put it up on my website so that people can see it.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
Alrighty, so I'm ready. So everybody presenting Jaclyn Passaro.
All right. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan of pretentious people. Like, I live in LA, and it is very cool, but, there are a lot of pretentious people here. Today, this girl was bragging to me about how she's an LA 9. I was like, you know what? I don't care about your IQ. So I grew up in a world where I thought I could be anything that I wanted to be. Probably because my parents loved to get me Barbies, like specifically career ones. They never got me the one I wanted. Serial killer Barbie. Because she was expensive. All the bodies were sold separately. As a kid, I thought she had everything. A perfect boyfriend, a perfect car. But as an adult, I'm just like, I'm better. I have nipples. I'm pretty sure she was created by a devout Christian because she's had the same boyfriend for like 50 years and her knees don't bend. But I learned a lot from Ken. Like, he taught me what it's like to pull up a guy's pants and feel disappointed. But like Barbie, I've also had a ton of jobs. Like, I worked in an office. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to me and feel my pain. There was this one girl that screwed her way into a $32,000 a year position. And, my dad told me never settled for less than $45.5K. And then I worked with this other girl who came in one, and she told us that some guy slipped a date rape drug in her drink. And she was so happy that he chose her because she thought she was fat.
Oh.
Dart at her head just so I could see it pop. Like, sometimes I like to think about the jobs I can't have. Like, I can't be a stripper because I don't like George Washington. And I don't want no dirty men in my underwear. And I can't be a drug dealer because I would get so bored working from home. When I was a kid, I wasn't a fan of anything musical, so I hated Disney. I did, however, like Ursula. She made that girl Ariel shut the fuck up. You know, it's pretty clear that The Little Mermaid was written by a guy because only a guy would take away a woman's voice and then replace it with a vagina. Sleeping Beauty taught me that even if I just lay there, my prince will come. Cinderella was the beginning of, you know, movies trying to teach me to ignore these big red flags. I mean, she spent hours with the prince, and in the morning he had to go through an entire village of women and have them try on a glass shoe because he couldn't remember her face.
Yeah.
I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and my parents decided to move us to Arizona. And it was a culture shock for me because the kids at school always asked me, "What religion are you?" And I had to be honest. I'm like, I'm a fake Catholic. And true. I grew up in a family of fake Catholics. So when I was about 13 years old, I was looking at this calendar and it had the Virgin Mary at the top. So I was like, "Mom, like, what's a virgin?" She was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's something that won't be for very long." When I went to go visit my parents the last time, we went to church and they talked about Mary Magdalene. And afterwards, my mom was like, "Oh, did you learn anything?" I was like, "Yes, you know, marijuana totally changed the way society views the phrase getting stoned." My mother is not a fan of social media. So she asked me if I could teach her how to use Twitter. She was like, "Yeah, can you teach me how to use Twitter? I really want to learn how to twat." So I twat at Leonardo DiCaprio. I gotta tell him how great he was in Pirates of the Caribbean. My mom hates modern TV. She always says stuff like, "Yeah, you know, when I was a kid, we had good shows like The Brady Bunch, which was very progressive because the father was gay."
I didn't know that.
So that's 5 minutes.
Oh, that was awesome. That was very funny. You're so amazing. I think you're hilarious, and you're gonna go far. And hopefully you'll come back on my show. But yeah, send me your YouTube videos or whatever you want me to post, and I totally will. That was awesome. Everybody's gonna love it. I know a couple people that are gonna really love it. So, Jaclyn, thank you so much for coming on my show.
Oh, thank you.
And thanks for checking out Allie's Artisan Alcove. Hope you enjoyed the show. Check it out next Wednesday evening. Good night.